10th. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous fall day in Utah, and we have just wrapped up our second retreat that was held up at the Homestead Resort in Midway, Utah, and it could not have been more perfect. The weather was gorgeous. The leaves in Utah right now have been absolutely spectacular, and we had a great time with our full retreat. So in a minute, I'm going to share a slideshow. If I can figure out how to work it here, I think I can share my screen. And I will share my screen, and we will do kind of a rundown about the workshop and share some of the photos from the workshop and the work that people were doing. So as you hop on, it's always great to see you. Say hello. Thank you for joining me. And before I get going too far, I want to just share with you what's in the background here. Amelia, do you mind handing me that? Or maybe we can hold it up together, the tree skirt. So this is just about ready to begin quilting. So that's my project now. Okay, so here is the tree skirt. Oh, it's so cute. I just love the way this is coming together. So now what I'll be doing is quilting it and doing some stitching on it, make it really beautiful. You can see this is just the batting right now. So I've got the quilt sandwich. Oh shoot, there's somebody calling me. Let me turn that off. Anyway, so this is the project that I'm working on this week to get finished so that we can get this. Thanks, Amelia. Do you want to go put it back? So that's what I'm going to be working on this week, getting that pattern finished and written up. And we have a whole bunch of boxes of fabric that we are cutting to make kits for the tree skirt and finish up the kits for the cardinal, the winter cardinal. So the winter cardinal, the pre-sale is done. We have sold as many as we can make, as many kits as we can make. There's a possibility that there will be just a few more kits left over, but for the most part, those are sold out. So you can still get the pattern for the winter cardinal, but the kits with all the fabric and the background fabric are sold out now. So great to see all my friends from around all over, from North Wales and Butte, Montana, Pennsylvania, and Washington, Wisconsin, and Boise. Thank you so much for hopping on to join me. So let me now, Amelia, is there anything else that we want to announce? Amelia's feeling really honored because we're both ready for a break. So right after this live video, we're going to go hike in the mountains because, as I said, I've never in my 50 years of living here, never seen the color that we're having right now. We had a storm come through every week in the summertime. So I guess the extra moisture in the mountains has just produced this brilliant foliage, and the high elevation right now, the aspens are just absolutely luminescent. I mean, they are just glowing bright yellow. So we're going to go for a hike, huh? Come on, Amelia, perk up. No. She's so ornery right now. It's going to make you happy. You're going to love it. Oh dear, Amelia's on one. Okay, so let me see if I can share my screen with you. And we're going to go through this. Let's see if I can do this. I hope I can. Mel, you're going to have to help me make sure I can. Okay, let me fix this really quick so I can share my screen. Let's try it this way. Update the permissions to allow screen recording for the browser. Garbage. I wanted to be able to share that, and I thought I had the settings right. Dang it. let me work on this for just a minute and see if I can share those with you. Um, because I am just so thrilled with the artwork that people were producing at our retreat in Midway. It's really a stressful thing to be a teacher of something that is a subjective piece of, art. I really think these are little pieces of artwork, because it's uh, it's so fluid, and we're applying principles of color theory to our fabric selection. And so it's a really stressful situation for me to make sure that people are feeling confident that they can create something and that they are successful. And so I, at the end of this, was just incredibly happy that the happy at the way things have turned out. So I'm going to try one more time to see if I can make this available so that you can see it. Let's see here. Okay. In the meantime, Amelia, are there any questions so if you guys have any questions, now's the time to ask, and Amelia's going to be moderating. And I am going to try and add Zoom here. Oh, sorry, not Zoom. We're going to try and do Google. Oh, shoot. It says I have to quit and reopen. So we don't want to do that because we are live right now. Okay, I'll figure this out. And in the meantime, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to post these pictures in the Collage Quilter Academy Facebook group so that you can see a lot of the work that was created. I will also be posting the pictures, and I've posted some of them on my Instagram account. So my handle for Instagram is collage.quilter. Find me there, and then you can see pictures of the work that was created at the retreat. And I'll post them on Facebook. So those two places are where you can see the photos of, oh, you know what else too? I'll do a blog post. I'll put everything in the blog because that's an easy way to share everything. And maybe go through some tips about what we learned. And maybe like this woman was struggling with this, and here's where we added a little bit of ink tints. I think I'll do that. I'm going to do a blog post because we had fun kind of diving into a few other techniques. So that will be fun to explain in a blog post. Speaking of blog posts, I have been working on this what it means to be an artist and how to think like an artist. And I have talked to my friend who's an artist who's I purchased a painting of her. She's really, really talented artist. Her name is Jane Ann Woodhead, and sent her some questions that I'm going to add to a blog post. So I'm working on that series, and I just wasn't ready to release it because I want to add some more. So keep your eyes peeled for that series of posts about how to become an artist and how to think like an artist. So in the meantime, let's take a look at some of the comments here. Okay, so one of the comments, Amelia, and if you see anything that I miss, give me a holler. Okay. So one thing, I see Diane said she's working on the Harvest Pumpkin Runner. So we had a couple people that were working on the Harvest Pumpkin table runner up at the Midway Retreat, and you're going to want to see their photos that I took. So again, I'll put those in a blog post so that you can take a look at those. And one thing that I showed them that was really helpful that I did on my autumn harvest runner, and I haven't even unloaded my suitcases yet. So all of my quilts are still down in my car. But one thing that was really helpful with that one, because the angle of the viewpoint is bird's eye view, so you're looking right down on the pumpkin. So it's kind of tricky to get the depth from, the stem needs to look like it's coming forward and then the pumpkin is down. using ink tints with that was really fun. So I'll show you where I used ink tints with that to kind of emphasize the angle that you're doing with that pattern. Let's see. So somebody just asked, will the tree skirt be available as a download? It's gorgeous. Thank you. I am very pleased with it. The other thing that's great about that tree skirt pattern is that it's very beginner friendly. So if you want kind of a fun project that will be an heirloom for generations or something that you can give away, this one, even if you've never done collage before, this will be a great one. And yes, I will make it available as a download because I know we have a lot of customers who really enjoy having the download pattern. Okay, so somebody just asked, are y'all going to the Houston Quilt Show? So here's a funny thing. Yes, we are scheduled to be at Houston and to have a booth. Amelia and I are both so exhausted from the weekend that we're like, should we just cancel Houston? Because it's so much work and we're so tired. Ooh, boo-hoo, woe was us. So I'm hoping that we can get re-energized and get excited for Houston because we're kind of wiped out right now. Right, Amelia? Put on a happy face. Anyway, yes, we will be at Houston. I will not be teaching, but I will be at the booth all day long, every day for 9 hours for 4 days straight. Ugh. I look forward to meeting all of you, and I'll be doing demonstrations, and you can come and talk to me. And I hope you can make it worth my time by buying stuff because it's super expensive for us to go do this. Anyway, okay, so hopefully we'll see you there. Oh, we have a user that says, hi from stormy, rainy Belize. Thank you for your patterns that are keeping me occupied and nice to catch you live. Keep Central America in your hearts, please. Flooding and storms are really bad down here right now. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about all of the storms that have been hitting Central America and Florida. And oh man, it is hurricane season and it is hitting everybody hard. So I am sorry, and we will be keeping you in our thoughts and hearts. Okay, let's see here. Madeline says, I used to do juried art shows and feel your pain. It is so much work. It is so much work. So while we are, I mean, honestly, Amelia and I are, we're rethinking all of next year. Like, oh, maybe I just want to take a year off. I'm real close to just being like, you know what? I think we're just going to enjoy next October and not go anywhere. We'll see. Hopefully I can reboot. Okay, so anyway, that is that. I will keep you up to date. I'm going to sign off in just a minute, but I'm going to be working on a blog post that just kind of shows pictures of what we accomplished in our most recent retreat. You can look for this is what I'll be working on this week, the tree skirt. So I'll be working on, my goal is to have that pattern by the time we head out to Houston. So I need to get that done in the next week or so. And then, oh, Marriott from South Africa, thank you so much for popping on. I really appreciate it. It's really fun to see people from all over the world. But we will see some of you next week. I will be in Pensacola, Florida, doing a couple workshops there. And then the week after that, we will be in Houston. So we've got a busy couple of weeks coming up. And I will catch you all next week. I'm going to go get stuff ready for you to look at and learn more and to create more. So thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful week. And I hope that the weather is okay where you live. And if it's not, just know that we're thinking of you and are happy to do whatever we can to help support you. in your hardships. So take care, everyone, and we will talk again soon. Goodbye. Mwah.